the President's agenda on Homeland Security. I will start by saying, Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, and members of the Trump administration, fine job with laying the framework for Homeland Security. Thank you for your continued service to the American people, and thank you for your steadfast dedication with this particular discussion. I think we can all agree that the objective here is to protect the border, to make sure we have a robust strategy for aviation security, to make sure that we combat threats such as the transnational threats that impact our nation, and lastly, I think it's important to address the opioid crisis facing our country. Some of the things that we should talk about in terms of just what my thoughts are on the strategy that's been laid forth, particularly with some of the documentation that has been pushed out to the American public, the National Security Presidential Memorandum 9, for instance, when talking about immigration. When we have folks coming into the United States and we make sure it is paramount for us to vet those individuals or face insider threat, if you will, in terms of impacts to our community due to the ongoing threat with organizations such as MS-13. As we can see in New York, there are some issues there. We saw some issues in Virginia, and we need to address these particular priorities. What are our challenges? I think this is a question that a lot of folks want to know the answer to. Our challenges in terms of unity of effort, making sure that the Department of Justice, the Department of Homeland Security, and operational components are working collaboratively together under one policy, one implementation strategy, and communicating this to the Executive Office of the President and also to the agency heads who are charged with working this particular issue, what they've been chartered with doing. So that's important, but the unity of effort, I think, is the biggest challenge. But I do think that the strategy is robust, and I do believe that the President is definitely on the right track, and we can definitely accomplish this as long as we have the political acumen, we have the right folks in place, and we've got the policy to execute. Some folks also want to know, in terms of the President's strategy, what I've read, is this even something realistic? Absolutely. I think that there is a leadership style being executed here that is driving forward, and we've not solved these issues, so I think it's important to address the complex issues that are challenging the American people. And I do know that how this will get done is going to be, again, a strategy focused on unity of effort. So Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, fine job. I will tell you that I am very proud to be an American citizen. I am very proud to have ran for the House of Delegates in terms of being a Republican, and I am very proud to stand here now as a veteran and say, Mr. President, fine job with Homeland Security, and I will continue to express my devotion and my commitment to your agenda to ensure that we accomplish these objectives for the betterment of the American people. We need to secure the border, and we need to protect and keep our homeland safe. As we have folks who are forward deployed to Afghanistan and are still out there in Iraq, I think it's important that the American people are reminded that there is 1% of military personnel still fighting for the American people. And while we are at home, we are being intact, and I would just categorize it as insider threat. And I am committed to ensuring that those threats are neutralized here in the United States. So I commend you in your efforts, and I continue to support you and the administration. And I understand this is a bipartisan issue, but let us continue moving forward with the strategy that you've laid out. And just fine work, Mr. President. I look forward to talking with you. God bless you. God bless the Vice President. God bless the administration officials who continue supporting the administration. And God bless the citizens of the United States. Thank you.